last video before this video. Okay, check it out. Link will be. Yo, man, like, come on, stay focused. I just need a ring light. Somebody buy me a ring light. Anyways, I have my agenda right here of what this video is gonna be about. But yeah, anyways, YouTube, what's happening, man? It's the Kid Zed back at it again with another video. So as a YouTuber, man, well, I consider myself a YouTuber. I have almost 100 uploads, over 10,000 views, so, you know, yeah. But, so, I watch other YouTubers' videos and whatnot, and I came across this one guy, I can't even remember his name, but he did a video where he talked about his top 5 shoes he regretted buying. Then he said he did a top 5 shoes he regret getting rid of. Slow down. So I thought I might as well do my top 5 that I got rid of, because there was some shoes where I was just like, I was pissed. But I wrote down the list because there's been quite a bit of shoes I have gotten rid of, and these top 5 probably hurt the most. These were near and dear to my, well, no, some of them weren't, but I want to say like 3 of them were, 2 of them. Okay, my number 5, we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, my number 5. This is kind of a two shoe deal. So my number 5 was the Peapod 8. It was a size 10. I got it from my bro Lenny. I don't recall how much I paid. I think I paid like $100 for them. They're dead stock, brand new, but they're size 10. I figured I was never going to wear them because a size 10 and a retro 8 is kind of small. If you guys don't know what the Peapod 8 is, I'll put it right there. A size 10 was too small, so I didn't want to try to make it work. So I had put up a post on Craigslist in Portland. I was like, yo, I got a Peapod 8 size 10 that I'm willing to trade for Bread 13 size 10, 10 and a half. About 2-3 weeks went by, and the dude hits me up. He's just like, yo, I got some Bread 13s. I was like, oh, cool. And he's just like, yo, how'd you get them? Because I had the OG receipt from Nike Town over there, because my bro Lenny, back in the day, he used to get all his shoes in Portland. So I had the OG receipt with the Peapod 8s, and he was like, yeah, man, I love these shoes. Thank you for coming all the way over here just to do this deal to make it happen. And I traded for the Peapod 8s for the Bread 13s. Not the newer version, the older version. I think they came out in 2013, I believe, around there. And they came out with another pair in 2016, I think, 2016 or 17, one of those years. So I got the Breads. I loved them. I didn't wear the Peapod 8s, but I wore the Bread 13 probably 10 to 20 times, and the Grape 5s are coming out, the black grapes. And I've seen pictures around on them, and I didn't know what the quality was going to be like. But if you guys know me, I'm a big, huge Grape 5 fan. It's in my top 5. And I had no way copping the black grapes. I just knew I wanted them. And my little bro Alex, man, Alex, shout out to you. He didn't rip me off or anything like that, but he was just like, yo, I want those Bread 13s. I got some Grape 5s if you want to trade. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, I want the Grape 5s. And I traded. And when I first got them, I loved them. I loved the heck out of them. I probably wore them 3-4 times within the first week. And it sucked because I didn't know what the shoes were made out of. They weren't made out of like the metallic 5 material. They were made out of like nubuck or something. They weren't made from, I don't know what you call it, suede or whatever, like plastic, whatever the metallic 5s are made out of. It wasn't made out of that. So after, I want to say like between 5 and 10 wears, the black Grape 5 started to look ashy, and I was like, I just want my Bread 13s back. And I ended up selling those Grape 5s to Dana. So that was my number 5. That was kind of a 2-for-1 deal, so should be my top 6. But those 2 shoes had to do with the deal going bad. Well, it wasn't really bad. My number 4 is a shoe that was pretty dope in my opinion, but it was another size 10. It was the Air Jordan Retro 5. It was the Wolf Grays. If you don't know what the Wolf Grays look like, I'll put the picture right there. I scored them for retail. I think retail was $160 back then. I walked into Foot Locker. They had 1 size left, and I was like, man, these are pretty clean. And I bought them. I believe I tried them on. And I was like, these ain't gonna work, man. The toe box is too tight for it because I'm native. I got fibroid feet. My feet are like this wide, and I was like, these ain't gonna work for a size 10. So I had them for like maybe a year, 2 years before I posted them up on Craigslist, and at first no hits, no bites or anything like that. And finally, you know, Beats by Dre. This is right around the time when if you had a pair of Beats, you were cool, man. So I was just like, man, those are like $300 headphones. I'm gonna post up on Craigslist. I'm gonna put the Wolf Grays right there, the pictures right there. That I'll trade these Wolf Grays for some Beats, studio Beats. Week or two went by, 3 weeks, about a month went by, and some dude finally hits me up. He's like, yo, man, I really want those Wolf Gray 5s. He's like, I have some studio Beats, man. He told me this big old story about how he got them for his birthday or something. And I was like, oh, cool, man. I was like, yeah. So it took us a while to link up. It probably took us like a week and a half to link up finally. And we finally met up to do the deal, and I should have knew right off the bat. So we go to the meetup. He brings out the headphones and just the case. That was it. I was like, yo, where's the box? Receipt. He's like, oh, I don't got any of that. I threw it away. I was like, oof. But I tried them on. They turned on. And I was like, oh, I like them. I like them. I got caught in the hype, and we traded. But something in my stomach wasn't sitting right. And I was like, man, I don't know about these. And like, I started looking at them, and I was like, man, I think these are fake. And in my head, I believed they were real. But it was 50-50. In my head, they was real, but my heart said they were fake, and I was like,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
And that was probably one of the stupid. I don't do trades like that no more. I'm not going to put a pair of retro ones up for a pair of Beats no more. I'll just buy a pair of Beats, because that was probably one of the sickest burns, because it was like back when Beats were like, if I'll put the headphones right here, man, they weren't even the cool Beats. You know, I have a pair of Studios with the matte black. They weren't those ones. They were the cheap plastic ones, shiny, when they only had white, red, and black, I think. And I regretted it as soon as it happened. And I just wish I had my Wolf Grays still. Like, they'd probably still be dead stock. Yeah. So that's my number. What is that? My number 3? My number 4. Okay, my number 3. My Air Jordan Retro 3 True Blues, the 2009s. I think they came out. I don't know, I'll put the thing right there whenever they came out from StockX. I had bought them on release day, his first come, first serve. I went to finish line, nobody was there, so I walked to Foot Locker. I was there too early. I was with the mall walkers, walking around the mall a bunch of times, and there's 2 cats in the Foot Locker just playing cards, and the gate was half open. I was like, yo, you guys on the True Blues? And I was like, what size do you need? I was like, 10 and a half, and they was like, oh, we have 1 10 and a half left. I was like, oh. So I copped them. I had them, I'd say 2 years. I think 2011 came, and the black flip 3s were dropping. I was like, oh, the black flip 3s. There should be a lot of hype around these, because I remember my bro Mucka had the white flip 3s. I'll put those right there. He had the white flip 3s, and those were crazy. I remember the hype on those were real. And I was like, yo, man, I want the black flips. You know, hard times, you just trade. So I was just like, I don't even think Yakma's getting these, so I'll post up in Seattle, check out what's going on, see what the flip's like. Because back, you know, 2010, 2009, you didn't know what the market was going to be. You didn't have StockX to be like, okay, man, this shoe right here is selling for $250 right now. You couldn't go to StockX. You just had to wait and see what it went up. Over time, if it went up, went down, below retail, it took time. So I didn't know what the market was going to be. I want to say they dropped. And I was looking at Seattle, and like 4 or 5 people had like 2 pairs each. And I was like, ooh, the hype's real, man. People are buying 2 pairs. And I went to this one guy, and he was just like, I have 2 pairs of black flips, and he's like, I only want to do trades. And he had like a little list, like of 4 shoes, but I had one of the shoes at the True Blue 3. And I was like, yo, man, I got the True Blue 3 dead stock, size 10 and a half. I'm going to trade you for the flips. So he's like, okay, man, if you want to add cash on top, okay, we'll do it. And I was like, nah, no cash, because Seattle's like 2.5, 3 hour drive from here. And I told him where I was from. He's like, so he looked it up. I said, okay, no cash on top, straight across, because he said he missed out on the True Blues. I was like, all right, man. So we go all the way over to Seattle late at night, and we meet up, and this dude has like a flashlight, magnifying glass. He's like, and I was like, he's like, all right, they're good. So he traded straight across. I was like, all right, see you later. And I was all happy. And 2-3 weeks later go by, the black flips were flops. Like, I could have easily scored a pair for under retail at 120, because I seen a dead stock pair, I think like at 110, like 3 weeks later. And I was like, ooh. That was my number 3. My number 2, man, my number 2 was pretty crazy. So during fishing season, I look up on Craigslist all the time. I'm on there 24/7 looking for steals and deals, and I came across this post in Tri-Cities, and this dude was selling some Fear Pack 4s. Like, if you don't know what I don't have them, so this is my top 5 shoes, getting rid of, selling, or trading. So I'll put the picture right there. A Fear Pack 4, he sold them to me for $180, I believe, and they're dead stock, brand new, came with the receipt, OG receipt from Foot Locker and whatnot, and I was pretty geeked about them, and I loved them. They're size 11, but you know how 4s are, you know, the back of the midsoles, like the sides start chipping real bad, and the Fear Pack 4s have this weird midsole where the paint fades from dark to light gray paint. I was like, man, once those start chipping, man, it's gonna be horrible. I was like, it's gonna suck trying to get that repainted, because I don't think anybody, this was before repainting and whatnot, restorations were cool. So I was like, ain't nobody gonna be able to match that. So dead stock, scored them for like 180. Guy came from Tri-Cities, met me halfway to sell them, and I had them for about a year. This next Christmas came along, and I was just like, think about family. I was like, man, I'll just sell these 4s because I don't want to deal with the paint chipping and whatnot. So I sold them the following year after, sold them for 200. And seeing the price now, I wish I kept them, because they're selling for like $350, $400 right now, dead stock. And I'm like, man, that was my number. Was that my number 2? My number 1, man. My number 2, my number 1 were like the worst. I didn't know what to go with. I didn't know if I should make the Fear Pack my number 2 or my number 1. But this next one, man, it still hits me, man, to this day, because I wish I kept them. So I scored these shoes on Craigslist fishing season. I scored them for $180. That's practically retail over in Portland. This dude got his pair from the employee store, I think he said, and he sold me the Air Jordan Retro 1 Dave Whites. Yes, the Dave Whites for $180. I was pretty happy. I was geeking over them. I loved them so much, I never thought I'd wear them. I was like, I'm never going to wear these, man. These are clean. I loved them. And my bro, he had, I want to say, an Infrared 6. Yes, not the new version, not the 2016 version, not, or 17, not that version. Not the one with the Nike Air, not that one. The last version, the ones where they look pink, man. And, oh. So he was like, yo, man, I got these for sale. I was like, I don't like that pink, man. Then he put it in my head. It's like, yeah, let's do a custom. I was like, ooh, a custom. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the custom. But, so I traded my Dave White ones for the shoe, right? I didn't pay, I had to pay for the custom. I got a Air Jordan Retro 6 custom done on them. I'll put the picture right here of what the custom looked like, but I love the Aqua 8 custom. I love them. It's a dope ass custom. I was thinking outside the box, but in my heart still wishes I had the Dave White ones, man. That was probably one of my favorite retro ones in my collection that I had in hand. Like, I could like be like, yo, man, check out my Dave Whites. Like, these are clean. No, I could do that, but after I got rid of them, I was like, I can't do that no more, man. And the resale on those things went up. They're like 300-400 beans now. I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna cop those again unless it's a used pair, which I don't mind. Takes the factor of wearing them, because like when I get a dead stock shoe like this, I don't know when I want to wear this, because I'm like, damn, it's dead stock. It looks beautiful. So I don't mind buying new shoes, because I don't got to worry about when I'm going to wear them, where I'm going to wear them to, you know, stuff like that. But that was my number one Air Jordan, or my number one shoe that I regret selling, trading, whatever. If you're new here, be sure to smash the like and subscribe button down at the bottom. Hit that little notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And I want to know your story. Comment below what your biggest regret was. If you got a list, top 5, top 10, whatever, comment below. Your number one, the one that still hurts you, like you got shot and you're like, oh. Mine is definitely the Dave White ones, man. That still aches my heart. I'm like every time I see a pair, I just admire it. I'm like, I remember when I used to have those. Yeah, but until next time, YouTube, I'll see you guys later. I do have more videos coming. I got 3 or 4 on the way. I just too lazy to put them together. I feel like this video right here, the one I'm doing right now, is like, just gotta put some images up and like, that's it. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.